Right guys, welcome back. Apologies about the audio, but yeah, the mic wasn't switched on. I started using a new shotgun mic and yeah, I faffed it up. So here I've drawn up a bin store for my parents and we're about to go and make it. Enjoy. I'd like to take the opportunity to say a massive shout out to Fastco Fixins. These guys are awesome. They come within around 24 hours. It's not always promised, but there's a link below to where I get all my fixings from, and yeah, these guys are awesome to me. Can't thank them enough, so shout out to them. Go check them out. Right guys, so in today's video I'm using 2x2 to make a bit of a frame up. I'm then going to use some 18mm OSB for the roof and then some 11mm for the sides. And here I'm just saying that because I've designed everything in SketchUp, I already know my measurements, meaning I don't need to use a roof rack, and if you guys had a car you could pre-cut these and tuck everything in nicely. That's just one of the benefits to SketchUp. Another benefit to SketchUp is if you draw something wrong, you can just erase it and start again, whereas if you cut something wrong, back to the merchants to buy it again. Right guys, so still no sound, so we're getting on with these voiceovers. So Mum and Dad, that's who this is for, said about, don't worry about a concrete pad, we've got some slabs around there, Charlie. And I said, Mum and Dad, you don't want to be hoiking your bins up and down slabs. So I said, I'm going to clear this gravel off, measure them to size and cut them in and use the slabs as a concrete pad if you won't let me do a concrete pad. So here we go, enjoy. And I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I seek what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe. So guys, what's more important than making sure your bins stay dry and don't blow over and get chucked around in the wind? Well, making sure they fit. So here I'm there's no real math to this, I'm just sort of working out what will be an adequate height in order for my parents to lift the bin lid and be able to get stuff in, you know. I don't want to make it too high so that they can get massive boxes in there when they can flat pack it, and I don't want to make it too low that it's awkward, so I'm working out a bit of a perfect height here, and then I'm going to get on with the build.
Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give.
So here are a few simple tips that I can give that can massively help DIYers. One is a cheap chalk line, but better than a chalk line, you've just been and brought some straight 2x2. Well, straight I hope, who knows. The wood we get here in England is not always the best, but I'm sure it's going to be straight enough. You can run your eye down it and see if it's good enough. Then is what I do is I start the saw first and then clamp my timber next to it, measure the offset, and then we go to the other end, set the timber up exactly the same. If we wanted to, we can check it with the saw as well, clamp it, and now, without spending any money guys, and using just the materials you've got, you have a beautiful straight line or a straight edge. You can now cut material straight up.
just once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
Okay then guys, so now I need this 6x2, or that might even be 5x2, I can't remember now, 3x2 at the front. That is going to support our roof, and I've just made sure I've got that on top of lifting our bin lids.
We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
So guys, it turns out a sheet is 4 foot, which I knew, but the wheelie bin needs to be 1400. So for those of you who don't know, 4 foot is 1220 mil, and 1400 is well over 4 foot. So I couldn't get 2 out of 1. So we've actually got to lift these off the ground. I'm going to use these concrete screws. You're going to see these in a minute. Someone in our Discord asked about what's the best way to fix things into like brickwork and blockwork, and I love these concrete fixings. You don't need any plugs, and you just go in with a 7, and then you go in with the 8mm concrete fixing. Unfortunately you need a Torx bit, but look, there's just one in there, one in the middle and one at the bottom, and these things, honestly, these are amazing. Well, here we go. I level across, and most people are smart with this, and they perhaps find something to pack under the bottom, maybe use like an Irwin clamp, some sort of like a little jack. Me, I prefer to struggle. I go to the gym every day, so you know, I like to flex that I'm strong enough to hold that up there and struggle with it. So we hold that up there. Once our first one's in, we're golden. So now I've run off to the van to get this level. I'm going to level it using one side, and then I rotate it and use the other side. I check the front, I check the back, and then we screw it all in so it's all nice and secure. Now that I've got both sides in, I need to measure my front and rear support. So both of these pieces of timber are C24 stamp structural graded, and don't worry guys, they're not two different lengths. It's not that far out, it's just where they lay on my trestles. You'll see in a second when I stack them on top of each other. Oh, perfect, round we go. So now I just eye them down so that the bow is on the high side, so if they were to ever sag, it would only ever sag down to being straight. Does that make sense? Then once that's in there, I'll then just check that at the front. That's brilliant. So here we go, we've been to the van, we got the screws. It's time to fix everything in place. So I'm going to tosh some screws into the side here to tie it in, and then I'm going to do what's called high and low. So if I had to say 6x2, which this is, if I then go 1 inch down from the top and then 1 inch up from the bottom, and I alternative screw, then if the timber was to ever try and cup or was cupped, it's held firmly and flat back to the wall. So guys, this is coming to the end of today's episode. If you've enjoyed these voiceovers, comment below more voiceovers, Charlie. And yeah, this is where I'm ending the episode today, guys. So subscribe for more and smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye-bye.